All right, we are live. Hogwarts Legacy Day. What up, Looney? Lucky Rig Gun. Good morning, everyone. Holy, is it early? Welcome. I wish the embargo was in the afternoon, but here we are. We got the first reviews and first gameplay story walkthroughs for Hogwarts Legacy. The embargo is up. Everyone is now posting their stuff, so we're going to be reacting to the story gameplay. We're going to be reacting to the reviews. So if you don't mind, seeing the first, 40 minutes or so of Hogwarts Legacy or, spoiler-free reviews, we'll be doing that. Otherwise, cover your ears. Good morning. All right, let's start off with our boy Caboose. This is his honest review of Hogwarts Legacy. I'm sure the other reviews are going to be interesting, especially from IGN and places like that. But this is from Caboose, who, based on the previews, mostly enjoyed the game. So let's see what Caboose thought about Hogwarts Legacy. IGN surprised you? See, Caboose is just doing his intro right now. I was gonna have the chat up, but the chat is not displaying right now. Don't know why. Why is the chat not displaying on the screen? Yeah, it's fine. All right. What is this? And the notes app just popped up by itself, as it tends to do. Black King, welcome back to the Defenders. Appreciate you, my friend. All right. I'll have chat on the screen, but...
And with that being said, let's get into my review for Hogwarts Legacy.
Let's get into his Hogwarts Legacy review.
Okay, so let's start off by talking about the story. In Hogwarts Legacy, your created character makes his way to Hogwarts beginning at a later stage as you play as a 5th-year student. Your character possesses a unique ability to see magic unlike anybody else, and that's about as much as I want to get into without going into any spoilery territory. The story is definitely interesting, and it's absolutely at its best when you're just a regular student at Hogwarts, attending classes, and learning new spells to cast. I also think the opening is fantastic. Having the Sorting Hat choose your house, get in to see your respective house's common room, it's really cool. By the way, the game allows you to connect your Wizarding World account, or some of the OGs might remember it as your Pottermore account, and it's going to help you get the house that suits you best if you did the quiz, that is. If you don't have your Pottermore or Wizarding World account attached to the game, though, you just have to answer a series of questions and the Sorting Hat will choose a house for you. Of course, you have the option to change it if you didn't want to be a Hufflepuff. I'll say, though, that sometimes the story falters and becomes a bit fetch questy, which I guess is in the nature of any true RPG. Still, I can get a little bored of the mission structure being go to this place and get something for me, then come back and we'll talk. When you're thrust into a set piece or heavily involved in some action, there's quite a bit of fun that could be had though. The side missions are definitely the worst offenders of the fetch quest cliche. Almost every single one of them that I remember encountering had something to do with retrieving an item for somebody. At a certain point, I just wasn't motivated when more side quests were popping up on my map. They're not all bad though. There are other side missions that can be rather fun, namely one that involves you racing around several tracks on your broom to help you hone in on your traversal ability. It's just that the game can be long, maybe almost too long. I tread lightly on complaining about this though, as you have to recognize that this is an RPG and the game is checking all the boxes that you kind of require within that genre. It's also why I'm just a bit lenient on the gear system, all the crafting, the potion making, all that stuff. I know the gear menu is uninspired, but like seriously, is this the end of the world? Are we really gonna keep complaining about this as if it ever really mattered? Game UI should look good, no doubt about it, but man, it is the last thing I am paying attention to when I am playing a game. Plus, it's really not all that bad. I saw so many people complaining specifically about the menu where you're just customizing your character, but the map looks cool. When you pause the game, it's pretty sweet. Overall, the UI is nicer than most of the games that have come out in recent memory. Moving on though, now let's talk about the open world, because my goodness, it is unbelievable. This is without a doubt the strongest part of the game that it has to offer. If you're a Potterhead, if this was something you grew up on, you'll truly be in awe. Every corner you turn has something familiar to the world that you'll point at or be excited by. I was 25 hours in and still unlocking new areas to explore, and that's just within the school grounds. Thankfully though, you aren't just confined to the inside of the castle. You can fly over to Hogsmeade if you want and fully explore that area. The Forbidden Forest is out there, and you can explore far outside the main school grounds. Hogsmeade in particular is so fun to roam around in, especially considering I was at the real life Hogsmeade in Universal Studios last year, and it was so special to me to be there in person and to be there in this game. It brought back a lot of great memories, I'll be honest. Of course, Hogsmeade's also a rather important place to be in the game, as all the shopkeepers are there and you'll need them to sell gear, purchase upgrades for an array of things. Everything is just so alive in this game. There's always something happening, whether it be ghosts running through the hallways, statues watching you as you walk by, collectibles flying around, which by the way, it's so addicting to chase the collectibles in this game just to hear that iconic jingle from the Harry Potter movies play every time that I pick one up. And yeah, you're always going to see students roaming through the halls of several different houses. They're walking up walls sometimes, practicing their magic and doing all sorts of fun things. I will say a small nitpick that I have is that when you spend enough time inside of Hogwarts and are ready to go outside, there's a quick pause as the game loads the outside world. It's not the biggest problem ever. I'm kind of nitpicking like I said here, but it's definitely noticeable, and I do wish that there was a bit more of a seamless transition from inside of Hogwarts to out in the open world. But then again, you can't help but give the game a pass because this open world is huge. It is really going to surprise you how many places you're going to continuously stumble upon as far as 30 hours in the game. And speaking of those farther outreaches of the open world, they're going to have you very busy. There's tons of cool little side activities going on within the open world, collectibles to find, little puzzles to complete. It's going to have you going for a long time if you want to get that 100% completion. I particularly like capturing animals to help set them free from poachers. It kind of becomes its own mini game trying to find an animal that has a unique fur style, and it's also a nice challenge to capture the bigger animals like a hippogriff, and then you can bring them back to your room of requirement, pop them into the vivarium, and you have your own little farm of magical animals. It's honestly super nice. You'll find that there's tons of stuff in Hogwarts Legacy that aren't really necessary. It's not something that you have to do, but you'll want to because it's fun. Most importantly though, you're gonna notice that there's always some sort of danger when you're traveling further away from the school. You can fight a large variety of enemies ranging from spiders, mongrels, goblins, trolls, and poachers or wizards. And this brings me now to the combat, another very strong piece to this game's puzzle. I already spoke a bit about this in my hands-on impressions, but damn, now that I've had enough time to really sink my teeth into the combat of this game and all its intricacies, I can admit that it's genuinely some of the most fun and engaging combat that I've honestly ever experienced in a game in a very long time. I know it sounds like I'm speaking hyperbole, but trust me, I'm being so honest right now. I played the Batman Arkham games, I've played the Spider-Man games, I've played a ton of games that have really good combat systems, and Hogwarts Legacy deserves its seat at the table as well. You might think going in that all it is just ranged combat, considering that you're using a wand and blasting people with it, but there's so much more to it than
I love
you
that teleport.
When you unlock a lot of spells, you can put together loadouts that you want to be the core spells that you use in combat. That being said though, if you're really good, you can switch between several loadouts on the fly and string together an array of spells on your enemies while building your combo meter and inevitably gaining enough ancient magic to use your special move. And I've said it before, but the counter system feels very Batman Arkham-esque, which puts a huge smile on my face. It's just addicting the more you learn about it, and I'd often wish I had more than just 4 loadouts to create, because you get quite overwhelmed with the amount of spells that you can cast and the different things that you can combine together.
You're gonna go crazy with the combat.
You can learn dark magic, you can learn those unforgivable curses, but you can't use them on other students, you crazy people. Come on. I'm a Slytherin though, so, you know, they're kind of fun to use. They're really fun to use, actually. I'll also reiterate from my hands-on impressions that graphically, Hogwarts Legacy is a super solid looking game. Again, it's nothing that reinvents the wheel. It's not the greatest looking game of all time, but the fidelity mode looks extra pretty around, and I'm so glad that there's a performance mode and a high frame rate mode for the PS5 version that I got to try out. There were also a couple of bugs that I ran into while playing, and I still noticed some of those texture pop-ins here and there. It's not a broken game by any means, and your eyes aren't going to be assaulted by those texture pop-ins, but if you're paying close enough attention, you're gonna get caught off guard by it. I'm hoping we're gonna get a couple of updates in the future that's gonna smooth all these things out. All in all, Hogwarts Legacy is pretty excellent. Those who love Harry Potter, this is truly
I can't wait to spam that killing curse.
I don't think it's a perfect game by any means, but it's
never going off the track.
A perfect Harry Potter game. And it still blows my mind that the dudes who developed this, their last game was Cars 3 Driven to Win. What? There is some serious talent working at Avalanche Software, and I am going to be keeping my eyes peeled for whatever they do next. Dare I say that I wouldn't even mind if these are the guys that end up making a Superman game at some point. I don't know, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Anyways, I'm gonna give Hogwarts Legacy a very strong 8.5 out of 10.
Oh.
And there.
So we got an 8.5 out of 10 from Mr. Caboose. That's pretty strong, But you know, I wasn't surprised that Caboose enjoyed it. Wouldn't mind if they made a Superman game. I wouldn't either. I honestly, somebody just make a damn Superman game. So we can just get that out there. Like, it's getting crazy. All right, here's the IGN review.
Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso!
Like many, I've been waiting for a truly excellent Harry Potter game since I was in the 3rd grade. There have been some decent attempts, but none that come close to truly fulfilling the fantasy of receiving your own Hogwarts admission letter. With Hogwarts Legacy, I'm happy to say that magic has finally been captured. Its open-world map absolutely nails the vibe of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It has spellcasting combat that's stupefyingly good, the characters that inhabit it are charming and unforgettable, and it is positively brimming with countless diversions to soak up dozens of hours of your time. It may not be the most impressive technical achievement, and it is certainly cursed with a lack of enemy variety, but none of Hogwarts Legacy's issues can cast a descendo charm on this triumphant visit to the wizarding world.
Sounds positive so far.
right in line with most Harry Potter tales before it, Legacy's plot has more holes than a fishnet stocking, and sorta just expects you to accept that its magical world makes no sense. This mystical action-adventure RPG begins with you transferring to Hogwarts as a 5th year for unexplained reasons, to do everything from attending classes to fighting giant spiders. The fantastic character creator has plenty of options for you to craft your ideal witch or wizard.
I guess
as soon as you
IJN
do,
was like,
you'll immediately become
we'll be
entangled
canceled
in a
today.
conflict between the wizarding world and an evil goblin. On top of that, because being in a secret society of wizards is apparently not exciting enough, you soon discover that you've got some freaky supercharged magical abilities that allow you to do extra cool stuff that also isn't really explained. If you're like me, you'll roll your eyes while 100 years worth of dead characters lecture you from paintings about the important history and how you have to save the world or whatever. But once that's over with, Legacy mostly redeems itself with a fantastic cast of non-painting characters that help boil things down into a not-too-convoluted good guys versus bad guys conflict that ends up being a largely enjoyable tale.
I am afraid it is too late to study now.
You'll spend most of your time with the classmates who befriend you on campus, accompany you on certain quests, and help you hone your abilities as a magic user. Most are memorable and instantly endearing, like Sebastian, the cocky and morally pliable Slytherin,
Good for getting places you're not supposed to be.
or Natsai, the clever and unflappable Gryffindor.
I had it all under control.
Spending time with them and improving my social links through the relationship quest lines made my stay at Hogwarts all the more enjoyable. Unexpectedly, I even found myself looking forward to hanging out with my professors, whether it was my main man, Professor Fig, who serves as both something of a mentor and as a sidekick, or the wisecracking charms teacher, Professor Ronan, who made me love him mostly by making fun of me.
By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Each of these characters feels like an indispensable piece of the school, and you could find them wandering the halls doing their thing and choose to spend time with your favorites. It's a huge and important part of the Hogwarts fantasy that Legacy knocks out of the park. Even better, though, is the world itself, which is packed with nearly everything I wanted in a Potter game and more. You'll find yourself wandering Hogwarts' stone-cobbled halls and secret passageways, flying around the Forbidden Forest on a broomstick, and exploring dark caves lit only by the glow of your Lumos spell. The developers at Avalanche have so brilliantly captured the look and feel of the wizarding world that I was amazed at just being there, no matter what trivial errand I was wrapped up in. That immersion could occasionally be broken by Legacy's dicey performance during my time playing on PlayStation 5, though. That includes frame rate inconsistency, weird lighting issues, aggressive pop-in while moving around quickly, and more. There's even this weird thing where every door in Hogwarts has a brief loading screen. It's understandable since there's so much packed into this beast of an adventure, but the PS5's promises of the death of loading screens haven't quite been lived up to here. As someone who finds the wand-whipping fights in the movies fairly dull, I was very concerned that Hogwarts Legacy's spell-slinging combat wouldn't be able to hold my attention across the roughly 32 hours it took me to beat the campaign. But I can admit when I'm wrong. The combat is fantastic, challenging, and utterly captivating. There's a lot more to it than shooting balls of light out of a stick. Instead, the trick is in dodging and countering enemy attacks while pulling off creative combos. For example, you can pull enemies toward you with Accio, light them on fire with the close-range Incendio, then blow them away with the explosive Bombarda spell. Chaining together abilities to make your opponents look like complete fools never stops being amusing. Especially as you unlock
Everyone says the combat is
that
dope.
enhance your skills with modifiers that make your elemental spells fork to nearby enemies or transform into AoE attacks. Many of the combat encounters are legitimately challenging too. I'll admit I died my fair share of times while trying to show off a new set of spells or by neglecting to see a goblin sneaking up behind me. Improving your skills and figuring out which spells work best for you is a really entertaining process, filled with experimentation and the occasional maiming. There's even a perfect parry mechanic, which begs to be mastered by tryhards like me looking for that extra dopamine hit that comes from a timely block at the last possible second. You'll also be forced to change up your tactics regularly, since many enemies have color-coded shields that can only be broken by spells of a particular type. For example, enemies with a red shield won't be damaged until you hit them with a fire-based spell, which means you'll need to keep a few of those handy. While the combat system never stops being entertaining, the creatures you fight do run out of tricks up their sleeves. You'll see the same familiar faces a lot, as you spend an enormous amount of your time fighting dark wizards,
Quite conductive, aren't we?
spiders,
Incendio.
and goblins. Every once in a while, they'll trot out a troll enemy or nondescript magical suit of armor as well, but the enemy's legacy throws at you can wear thin pretty quick. When you're not lighting spiders on fire, you'll need some lighter activities to spend your time with, and it's actually kind of crazy just how many side tasks Legacy gives you. You could spend hours decorating your very own personal space in the room of requirement, go around catching, grooming, and breeding all manner of fantastic beasts, if you know where to find them, practice your gardening or potion making, go shopping in Hogsmeade, become a champion duelist in an underground dueling ring with your classmates, or even go full Voldemort and decide you want to become a master of the dark arts by learning the Killing Curse and other unspeakable acts, which goes about as well as you'd expect if you choose to pursue it.
Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
It's not just easy to waste hours goofing off. I found it downright difficult to not get distracted by a dozen things and forget what I'd originally set out to do. One of the ways you can completely forget about the looming goblin threat in the main story is by engaging in the over 100 side quests that are packed into the adventure. Not all of these diversions are equally entertaining. Some are definitely your basic go here and kill or collect this thing errands that do little more than burn some time.
Cancel culture is going to have a bad
one of
day
the aforementioned
tomorrow.
Awesome characters, asking you to solve their problems or help them get into some good old-fashioned mischief.
Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
It also helps that you're often appropriately rewarded for your efforts, whether that's earning some gear to upgrade your stats, cosmetic items to improve your swagger, or best of all, new spells. The ultimate carrot in a game where you're often limited only by what magic you know how to cast. For example, one side quest gives you the Alohomora spell, which in classic Metroidvania fashion allows you to literally unlock doors and get into places previously inaccessible to you. Collecting spells goes a long way to opening up the map and giving you a better bag of tricks during combat, and I found myself positively thirsting for as many of these game-changing abilities as I could get my grubby paws on. The gear that you'll find doesn't really allow you to create full-on builds per se, but you'll gain some resistances and buffs to your character and can spend some time upgrading and modifying your best items for minor improvements. None of it is particularly game-changing stuff, but it managed to capture my attention enough for me to spend a good chunk of my time looking at my equipment. Of course, the real loot game is about the cosmetics, a fact that Legacy seems to be keenly aware of since they find ways to hide cool-looking clothes all over the place. These items don't have any gameplay impact, but pimping out my Slytherin legend to outshine all the kids from the lesser houses is more than enough of a motivation. Best of all, you can overwrite the appearance of any gear you've got equipped with the look of anything you've acquired so far, which is just fantastic. In nearly every way, Hogwarts Legacy is the Harry Potter RPG I've always wanted to play. Its open-world adventure captures all the excitement and wonder of the wizarding world with its memorable new characters, challenging and nuanced combat, and a wonderfully executed Hogwarts student fantasy that kept me glued to my controller for dozens of hours. It's certainly weighed down by technical issues, an unexciting but inoffensive main story, and slim enemy variety, but even those couldn't come close to breaking the enchanting spell it cast on me. For more, check out our reviews of Hi-Fi Rush and SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake. And for everything
Bruh. Oh no, Twitter is going to be down so bad. Oh no. Oh. Cancel cancel culture just lost again. Holy. IGN gave it a 9. IGN gave it a 9. Didn't they give Elden Ring a 9.5? Holy. Not only did they give it a 9, which means they thought it was almost perfect. They said the story was inoffensive. Oh no. Oh yeah, also I was also told yesterday that Hogwarts Legacy not only has a lesbian couple, it also has a transgender character in the game. Oh man, the woke's lost. Oh, this is a wrap. It's over. Game of the year. We can we can wrap it up. That's crazy. There's no canceling this game now. That's just done with. All right, so we got some story gameplay as well. This one's from Ice and Fire. This MK Ice and Fire. Some people on Twitter are going to have a massive breakdown for sure. I saw some Twitch person say that they weren't going to stream as long as Twitch was running ads for Hogwarts Legacy. Like, bruh. Yeah, have fun with that. So you got your Hogwarts letter. We the bigots. The bigots win. I guess they're not going to be streaming for a while. Because they're definitely going to be running ads. Especially since this game is such a hit.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me all the time.
That's going to be a meme.
Eleazar! George! Glad my rather
cryptic Hogwarts Legacy
description of our location did not thwart you finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try.
Why do they sound like Daniel Radcliffe?
In the West
You mind why did they all sound British?
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must
because they're British.
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course.
Famously.
Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Why does the main character? Because the main character is a young man who is British, and you can use the voice changer to make him sound more like Daniel Radcliffe, or make his voice sound less like Daniel Radcliffe. This music go crazy. I'm gonna make my character have a deeper voice.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
I gotta get the perfect black hairstyle.
None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years
Facts.
now, the headmaster asked
I
if
think I'm
I
gonna
could
do
get our new
braids.
student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Iverson style.
You couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
The goblins.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
that she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
Presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
It's the ancient magic.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We did.
Oh, shit.
Hang on!
That came out of nowhere. Holy. That dragon ain't playing. It's Black History Month, but they want to call it as big as original game. Facts.
The key! Give me your hand!
Bruh. That's great. That opening is so fire.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Wiggenweld potion, that's the heal.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he...
Gotta make sure you breathe that one.
What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor?
So someone's controlling one of the poachers, controlling the dragon.
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
What's up, I saying? Definitely can't wait.
If you'd like to look around.
The reviews got me hyped.
I would. But stay close.
We're just watching gameplay right now.
Who created this port key?
Just the beginning.
Or why?
My key didn't. My review code didn't arrive last night. So I'm just gonna probably get the deluxe edition. Maybe play it at midnight.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
So, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there. I do.
About everyone in your
This
house
has
has the
not
different
been the
houses.
day either of us
Oh, you definitely gotta do multiple
But
playthroughs.
Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she
IGN pretty much said
and
African
now
sculpture.
George
Facts.
died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead
I was
to.
shocked.
If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Because I heard that there were IGN employees that were literally said they were afraid to cover the game. So whoever they got to do the review was about that life.
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
If IGN gave it a 9, this is a hit. The game was already a hit. This game is going to be This game is going to be massive.
A powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
That's crazy. Caboose gave Hogwarts Legacy a lower score than IGN. That's crazy.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient
Caboose
magic.
only gave this an 8.5.
I don't know where she came into possession.
And he loved the
of
game. IGN
But I am
went straight
certain
9 out
it
of
was to
10.
do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do.
This was a
But
7.5.
magic is no different than any power.
Facts. I thought 7.5.
What really matters is the one who wields it.
I was not expecting a 9 from IGN.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Basic cast.
Excellent!
Use R stick to select your active target. Okay. So there's no true target lock. It's looking like.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Ah, up there.
You like to play with ethnic hairstyles? Facts. They look
We're
so
close
good.
now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself.
Wow, the environments look so cool. Oh my god, this game is so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be no life in this game. I'll be playing this game so much.
Almost there.
Holy. I might mess around and put 100 hours in this, John.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
I'm definitely streaming this a lot. I'm gonna do every side quest. I don't care how fetch questy it is. I want all the smoke.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Avengers would have been here first, but they never fixed trophy. Oh, that's tough. I got the platinum before the bug for Avengers. I hope they fix it for the final update.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Yeah, this is going to be a great year for gaming for sure. Hogwarts Legacy is basically dominating this month.
Why would someone have conjured that enchanted
The last
stone
Avengers
here?
update is next month.
And how is there a room behind it?
What room?
Then it's Jedi Survivor.
I don't see anything.
There's that glow again.
Then it's
like the glow
Suicide
on the
Squad.
key container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Yeah, right now everyone's just gonna have to wait for Hogwarts. Then hopefully after Hogwarts, we see more Spider-Man, we see more Suicide Squad. I have zero interest in Zelda.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here?
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Gringotts.
Vault number 12, I presume.
I always wanted to travel to Gringotts.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
Stay close.
Yeah, I have no interest in Switch. I think Hogwarts Legacy and Suicide Squad are gonna hit different. Hogwarts Legacy is just a love letter to Harry Potter fans.
Inside the cart, if you don't wish to lose them.
I don't think people are gonna get that from Suicide Squad. This is going to be a completely different feel.
How many vaults are there?
Very different type of game.
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12.
But I hope it's fun.
We're just beneath
It looks
the
fun.
main lobby.
And it's multiplayer.
The newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both.
Multiplayer is what I'm most looking forward to.
Service. You'll want to take a breath.
This looks so good.
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These
Rocksteady on the
are
cloud.
the lower vaults that we're passing now. How deep are we?
But Rocksteady, because Rocksteady's
Vault
under
number 12
is under
was commissioned
WB as
shortly
well.
after Gringotts was founded over
They're
4
definitely waiting for
centuries
Hogwarts
ago.
Legacy
It resides in the deepest
to,
part
you
of the
know,
bank.
finish.
Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
They gotta wait till Hogwarts Legacy moves out the way. You're trying to rewatch the Harry Potter movies, but they weren't on HBO, right? Really? They took them off?
Momentous day.
On your way.
That's weird. You check out so they weren't on there for you?
Professor.
Maybe they just hate you.
The armband that guard was wearing was glowing. Like the glow you saw in the portkey container? No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there. He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
That seems like that'd be weird.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years.
Because I know people watched it before.
Time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
I'm gonna go on HBO Max right now.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you might...
The instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door. Wait. Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm.
They took all the movies
Like
off.
the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we?
Only Harry Potter they have on HBO Max is the latest Fantastic Beasts, the 20th anniversary, and 2 other specials.
Revelio. There, I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try
Yeah, that's
again.
a big L.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again.
They had it up there, though.
I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
Leading up to it.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Putting effort in the Black History Month, so you're not mad.
Lumos.
Hogwarts Legacy definitely putting effort in the Black History
This is no
Month.
ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out?
What's up, Badu?
Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do.
They got black
But
they
to
got
what
black
end, I can't
characters,
say.
black hairstyles.
Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Black people are winning right now. If you're a Harry Potter fan, at least.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
The sound design is so good.
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Get that Lumos. And that unlocks Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
This is so cool.
Look out!
Yeah, this looks bad. They want the smoke. They go crazy.
Expulso. Depulso. Levioso. Potato. Dissecto.
And you can, and there's a perfect parry system in here too.
Confringo. Expulso. Depulso.
There it is, right there. He is perfect blocked into Superfly. Just like Arkham Knight, except with magic.
Stay close.
It's Arkham Knight with wands.
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening?
What's up, Josh Wilson? Welcome to the stream.
Me somewhere. Revelio. Lumos.
We're reacting to some Hogwarts Legacy gameplay.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Hold Y during Protego to stun enemies with a Stupefy counterattack. Stun enemies take extra damage, indicated by gold numbers. Nice. So the early game does a pretty good job of preparing you for combat. that timing down, perfect blocking.
Lumos.
Now, I played a lot of Forspoken, so switching through the loadouts should be pretty fun for me, because you had to do a lot of that in that game. And Hogwarts Legacy, once you unlock loadouts, you can swap through different ones to put together cool combos with your spells. That's going to be a lot of fun.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
I might have to grab Hogwarts Legacy from New Zealand. If I can. make a trip up to New Zealand to get a copy.
Follow my lead.
Time works differently over there. Yeah,
in place.
definitely need it. Everyone should definitely make a New Zealand account.
I wonder if the path we've created
may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough.
The PlayStation be tripping.
We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
Legitimately, if Xbox produced better games, they would be beating PlayStation straight up. Because weirdly, they're a much more consumer-friendly company than Sony is.
The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had.
Little things like changing location, Game Pass.
Miriam.
They don't fight people for crossplay.
Died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries.
They have a better refund policy. They have an actual refund policy.
It seems, are the key to understanding why. We were.
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
I wish they would challenge Sony more, so that Sony would be forced to be less anti-consumer.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's Vault.
About to fight some goblins.
Why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have.
Said choose your words carefully.
I have no patience patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Oh, damn. Oh, hold that. Oh, say you.
I know a way out.
Oh, snap. Yeah, this is just the intro. The intro is insane.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
I heard the jingle. I heard the jingle. Dun, dun. There's a train. Hogwarts Express. What's up, Jace? Oh, this is so good.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
I've not bought
I'm no expert,
a physical copy of a game in a while.
That seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Yeah, I straight up just go to the PlayStation store. I might as well just get my copy now, because my code is going to be late as hell.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Everyone hates him. Simon Pegg.
Pig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Roger was like 2 days ago.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
107 gigs, holy.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts
the
has
soundtrack
much
is
to offer
incredible.
A dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
The soundtrack is flawless.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Slytherin. Shaquille Oatmeal, what's up? Great name.
And you've a ready mind.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Quick to learn.
Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Damn, this game. That's crazy.
You belong in Ravenclaw.
Boo. Boo. This man really picked Ravenclaw. I'm definitely going Team Slytherin.
One more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
No Quidditch.
It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me.
Jazz Survivor,
You
yep.
are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
I already set up different playlists on my channel for the games that I'm covering.
Begin tomorrow.
We're covering Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and Hogwarts Legacy this year for sure.
Lovely to meet you.
Of course.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Spider-Man 2 comes out in the fall.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
Monster Hunter Ride. I could never get into Monster Hunter.
Mistress, it is my distinct honor to show
Professor
you to your
Weasley.
common room. Right this way.
She seems nice.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
Ravenclaw makes you solve a riddle to get into the dorm. L.
Who lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
A ghost or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
Well done. Now, Go on in and get some
Yes,
sleep.
you got this
You have a
pre-download.
big day ahead of you
Got on a
tomorrow.
whim.
I shall be back
Oh yeah,
in
the
the
reviews
morning
are
to
great so
collect you
far.
for your first class.
Surprisingly,
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
that was
You're
the only hurdle.
I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
We knew it was already going to sell well because of the hype of being Hogwarts game and because of the controversy. Then the only question was the reviews, and the reviews so far have been crazy. So yeah,
Looks like
it's a wrap.
everyone's gone. Better head to the.
Looks like we got our game of the year. I just bought the deluxe edition. It's downloading. It's downloading right now on my system.
This should be interesting.
Now I only have 45 gigs of free space.
1 moment. Watch this.
on my PS5.
What is this?
If I want to get another game, I'm gonna have to shed some Marvel's Avengers.
The reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm.
Am I running
next to
anything
some
before
of
everybody
these
gets?
characters.
It's running
survived a
fine.
rather harrowing
It's
trip
just
here.
it's 45 gigs after.
I'm glad to be here.
After downloading.
Ready for classes to start.
Hogwarts
Good.
Legacy.
Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous.
I can
Most
easily
professors
I can
are
easily
firm,
clear
but
more
fair.
space.
I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
My download was 107 gigs for the deluxe edition.
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
That's not right either.
I find if I try to look attentive in potions, it seems to keep sharp.
Oh, I had no idea how big Jedi Survivor would be,
Perfect place. A place you'll be happy with.
but it got delayed, so I don't have to worry about that
Great golden gobstones.
until April.
Thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression.
You had to buy this game, take him out of the Kyrie trade.
I so want
That's
him to
tough.
feel cozy.
But you a
This is
La-
amazing, isn't it?
But you a Laker
so
fan?
much healing power in such a little plant. I have a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see.
Yeah, Lakers are down bad right now,
Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha.
which is crazy.
Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually,
You know your
Professor
team is
Fig
terrible.
told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Well, your big play
Course. I heard you were studying
is
with
to
him
get
this whole
Kyrie
time.
Irving.
He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
LeBron tweeted, "Maybe it's me." I was sick.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about different forms of magic.
No, it's not.
Well, I hope
It's
he
not
told you
LeBron
about
this
more
time.
than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up
It was
on.
it was Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka literally
An affinity for herbology is
wouldn't
more typical of a
wouldn't give up
Hufflepuff
enough.
than a
Wouldn't give up the
Ravenclaw,
draft
isn't
picks.
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology
I heard
is in
he,
my
I heard the holdup was a second rounder.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
It's still way too early for me, but this looks crazy.
All right.
Deep breath. Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
Can't see too much in
It's
the
8
day.
o'clock now.
Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit.
I had to
Pleasure
start the
have you,
stream at
Ravenclaw.
6:30.
Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I see you could put cuts in your
I'm
eyebrow.
afraid I'm not much for memorizing constellations.
We know we're rocking
Enough to
that.
worry about on the ground.
Well, you should know that all fifth years must take astronomy. However, I think you will feel differently after one night up
What
on
up,
the
Jay?
tower. A quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you!
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
The only place
Delete the dead game. It would be the easiest way to clear space. I'm not gonna hold you. I might have to. That's 100 gigs I could get rid of right
Good
there.
morning. I trust you're ready for your first.
So shout out to Ice and Fire. He uploaded 5 hours of content. Holy. So my copy of the game is downloading right now. Maybe I'll play at midnight. We'll see. We'll see what pops off. But we checked out the reviews, couple reviews. Looks like this is gonna be a big day for Hogwarts Legacy. So I'm gonna chill for a while. I'll be back later. Happy Hogwarts Day, everybody. I'm gonna get some rest and we'll come back later once my game is downloaded and I'm able to play. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be Hogwarts Legacy week, so look out for more videos. Subscribe if you're new. I'm Sadot the Gamer, signing out.